Y'all, I am really over here just flabbergasted at the fact that I am closing out my 20s this year. I am really about to turn 30 years old in July, and I feel like my 20s was nothing but a blur. So much happened, but some of it feels like it just happened yesterday, and even though it happened in my early 20s, and then some of it just feels like it never happened at all because it felt like I was literally in an episode of the Truman Show. So I don't even know how I feel right now. It's really just, I hope and pray that I have more gratitude in my 30s and that I'm able to have more grace with myself, because I feel like I spent my 20s being so hard on myself. And I just was so focused on my career. I need to do this, I need to do that, because I want to be here by the time I'm 25, by the time I'm 26. And just being 29, about to cross over into my 30s, it has really shown me that things do not go as planned. We are really out here. Well, I know I am. I am really out here on God's timetable. And I feel like my 20s really just, it made me feel like I was on my own time because I was not including the Lord in decisions that I wanted to make because I knew where I wanted to be, but I wasn't asking him, well, Jesus, where do you want me to go with this? Where do you want me to be? Do you want me to be married? Do you want me to have kids? I didn't ask him any of these things. So for the last 4 years of my 20s, I was focused on my career, but I was also entertaining a 3.5, 4 year situationship with somebody that didn't even want to be with me. And so it's like I look around and I'm just like, my 20s was a whole decade of disobedience. And that's wild. It was a whole decade of selfishness and disobedience because I wanted to do things the way that I wanted to do it. And sadly, year 29 for me was my wake up call. It was the wake up call from the Lord telling me, girl, like, you are not driving this boat. Like, you are not directing this show. Like, this is all him. And it's crazy that last year it really took for me to lose friendships, for me to actually lose my sister. My sister passed away. I ended up losing, or I don't even want to say losing in this regard, but I ended up letting go finally of the 4 year situationship that I was in. The Lord really had to snatch that from me. So I probably shouldn't even say I let it go, but I finally just let it be and was content and allowed the Lord to have his way. But last year was a huge wake up call for me. And going into my 30s, I am ready to treat it like the gift that it is, because a lot of people these days don't even make it that far. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Lord has for me in this next season of my life. I just started a whole new career. I left a career that I thought that I wanted to be in for the rest of my life. and now I've transitioned into something completely different. So I'm just looking forward to what the Lord has for me. I'm looking forward to resting in His timing and just taking things one day at a time, because the things that I feel I was so concerned with, they don't even matter. They don't matter. Me wanting to, be married and be somebody's mama and, have the house and all these things, it's like, what good are those things if I am not even asking the Lord how He feels about these things? I'm not saying that He doesn't want me to have those things, but if they're not ordained or orchestrated by Him, there is no foundation for them. What is the point? So, right now, I am in a season of, I am trying to listen to the Lord and be still and quiet as He leads and guides me. Because when I'm trying to do stuff on my own, that's when stuff starts to hit the fan for me, and I start to get frustrated because things are not going how I want them to go, and I'm just tired of aimlessly living my life. I don't want to live like that no more. So here I am, and I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to be on the Lord's timetable. And it's as simple as that. When He wants things to happen, it will happen in His timing. And reading the book of Ecclesiastes, for anybody that is impatient like me, or for anybody that is just simply wondering when it's going to be their time, please, please, please get in the book of Ecclesiastes, because it will open your eyes and it will bring a peace over your heart, because a lot of the things that we are striving for, that particular book in the Bible, it will show you that those things are so meaningless. And just think about, if you don't have God, think about how meaningless those things really are. So it's like, it's a lot of things that we want in this life right here that they feel so significant right now, to where we are so hard on ourselves, we're so critical of ourselves. And it's like, a lot of these things are not even the end all be all. I mean, going into my 30s, like, y'all, for the last couple months, I've been like, oh my goodness, I'm about to go into my 30s. I ain't got no husband. I ain't got no kids. And I was really like down about that. But I had to pick myself up, and I had to realize, Jasmine, like, you have so much going for you right now. And just because you don't have those things, it's not the end of the world, because those things do not define who you are. And when the Lord, or if the Lord sees fit for you to be and have those things and do those things, it will be so. So it's okay. And so it's so wild that I'm recording this, because I haven't made a YouTube video since I quit my job back in October of last year. And I really didn't know what to do then. And the fact that I'm just sitting here just talking to y'all like this is normal for me, it's not. I just felt like talking. So here I am, and who knows, I may document more of my 30s or just continue to make these videos, because who knows, there's somebody that's out there that needs to hear these words, that is feeling the way that I'm feeling. So yeah, hopefully I can just continue to shine my light and do what I can for me in regards to what the Lord wants me to do, instead of constantly thinking about what everybody else is doing in this world, or wondering when it's going to be my time, because that's the least of my concerns, or it should be. That should be the least of my concerns, because I feel like I have so much work. Even though I've done a lot of work, I feel like I have so much more work that I need to do on myself, um, on the inside and the outside. So I just want to rest in that. And sometimes when we hear the word rest, we feel like we're not doing enough, or we're not going hard enough. And it's like, truth be told, sometimes the Lord really does. He just needs for you to rest and know that it's okay to be there in that space, and that you don't have to constantly just be going, and you achieve one thing. Like, y'all, I was the type of person where I would be in the middle of accomplishing a goal or an accolade, achieving one, and I would literally be like, okay, so what's next? And I haven't even finished what it is that I'm doing, but it's like, I have to do this. I have to get to the next thing. I have to be successful. And it's like that type of mindset. Yes, it's good to be ambitious, but that type of mindset where you're constantly like, I have to, it will literally beat you down to your core. And it will have you feeling like you are running on nothing. And I feel like towards the end of last year, the Lord really opened my eyes to see, like, girl, I need for you to be still and rest, because you are running yourself into the ground. You opening up doors I didn't even tell you to open, and now you tired, and now you crying all the time because you hate your job. Now you're up here like, Lord, I just want to find another job. I just want a way out. And the Lord looking at me, and he like, girl, I never told you to open up the door that you opened for yourself, and you walked right through that thing. And sometimes the Lord will really allow us to pry doors open that he didn't even intend for us to walk through, but because he's so tired of our disobedience, he will let us open that door and walk right on through it. He won't leave us, but then he'll be like, you know what? I'm going to let you see this for yourself, and eventually, hopefully, you'll open up your eyes and you'll see that this is not a door that I opened for you. This was a door that you opened for yourself because you got impatient and you didn't want to rest in me anymore. And so you said, well, I'm just going to make it happen on my own. And honestly, y'all, that's exactly what I did with my last job. I wanted the position so much. I wanted to step into that role so badly because I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be successful at something that I knew I was good at. And in turn, it wasn't what was healthy for me mentally, physically, emotionally. That door that I opened and walked through that the Lord didn't open, y'all, it tore me up. Okay, when I say tore me up, like, your girl didn't even want to be on this planet no more. Like, she didn't even want to be on this planet anymore. So that is why it's essential to make sure that you are always including the Lord in your decisions, because if you don't, you will find yourself in a world of hurt. But I just thank God that he is faithful, and that he never left me, and that I'm still here, and I'm still going, and I'm healthy, and I'm trying to get my body back right and get myself internally together. But I'm healthy, and I'm here, and I'm blessed, and he continues to make a way out of no way. And I don't have nothing to complain about. Like, I have nothing to complain about whatsoever. Things are good for the most part, like, things are good. My bills are paid. I have another job that I actually like, and I get to still help people, but I get to help them in another way. And my skills from my last job are transferable to this new one that I have. And and it's hybrid, so I'm not expected to go to the office every single day like I was at my last job. So I'm grateful for that, but it also does allow me to be able to go into the office once a week and, mix and mingle with other people that work in the office. So I'm excited for that. But y'all, I mean, I'm just ready to embrace my 30s, and I'm ready to be grateful for all that is about to come my way, and, just continue to thank the Lord in present time, but also thank Him in advance for what He's about to do. So, yeah, y'all, that's where I am, and I really just decided to pop in and just drop a video, but that's okay. I'm with it. So, all right, I will see y'all soon, maybe. And y'all take care and be blessed out there.